Hello friends, today we will see how the actors of The Fifth Element 1997 have changed. We will compare how they look then and how they look now 28 years after. Please share on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's see together. Bruce Willis as Corbin Dallas. Born March 19, 1955. Willis was tapped to play the lead. Corbin Dallas at 42 age. A retired major in Earth's Special Forces. He stumbles into the plot when Lilu crashes into his cab, completely upending his plans for the day. This actor now has over 100 credits to his name and is a favorite among moviegoers. He also owns several small businesses, as well as co-founded a production company back in 2000. Bruce Willis remains a household name but has retired from acting in 2022. Willis's wife Emma Hemming updated fans on her husband's dementia, explaining that he had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. Unfortunately, there is no cure for the condition. Now he is 70 years old. Tommy Tiny Lister as President Lindbergh. Born June 24, 1958. Tommy Tiny Lister played the role of President Lindbergh at 39 age, who was the leader of the Federated Territories. But more importantly, he oversaw Corbin's mission. When the film was completed, he continued on in his acting career to star in several films like Goldmember, Next Friday, and Slasher Party. Lister's health began to decline in his 50s, and he had a bad case of COVID-19 in 2020. He recovered but was found dead in his home on December 10, 2020 at 62 age. While COVID-19 was suspected, Lister's official cause of death was heart disease. Gary Oldman as Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. Born March 21, 1958. Gary Oldman was cast in the role of Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, who played the villain in the film at 39 age. For his work in 2021's Mank, Oldman was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role. Now he is 67 years old. Lee Evans as Fogg. Born February 25, 1964. Lee Evans as Fogg at 33 age. Head of security on the cruise ship to Fhloston Paradise. Is maybe the least significant role on this list. He continued to act until 2009. But his main career is on the stage of stand-up comedy. Evans did announce in 2014 that he would be retiring from comedy as he made the decision to spend more time with his family. Now he is 61 years old. May Wen as Diva. Born on April 17, 1976. May Wen played the singing diva Plavalaguna at 21 age in this film, who was responsible for keeping the elemental stones safe. In the film, Diva Plavalaguna's performance comes to a chaotic end when a fight breaks out, mortally wounding her. She tells Corbin Dallas that she has the stones inside her, and after he retrieves them, she dies. Her husband left her for her co-star during the filming of The Fifth Element. May Wen is an acclaimed French filmmaker who just opened Cannes. Now she is 49 years old. Brian James as General Monroe. February 20, 1945. Brian James was cast as General Monroe at 52 age, who was a leader in the Federated Army. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1999 after having a heart attack at the young age of 54. Luke Perry as Billy Masterson. Born October 11, 1966. While he only had a small role as Billy at 31 age, Perry's performance is heartfelt and demonstrative of his talent. He assists the professor as he uncovers the truth of the Fifth Element and has a run-in with the Mondashans, who kill his mentor. While he appeared in movies throughout the 1990s, he became a household name playing Dylan McKay in Beverly Hills 90210. That role made Perry a star. Luke Perry is another actor who passed too soon, as he died after suffering from a stroke in 2019 at the age of 52. He had 2 children following this film's release, but eventually divorced in 2003. He was engaged at the time of his death. Chris Tucker as Ruby Road. Born August 31, 1971. Ruby Road was quite a character in this film, and he was played by Chris Tucker at 26 age. He has spent more of his time pursuing stand-up comedy, but overall, he has dropped off the map. It comes as no surprise seeing as starring beside Jackie Chan in Rush Hour made him enough money to last a lifetime. He spent most of his time traveling the world, working as a humanitarian and philanthropist. Now he is 54 years old. Ian Holm as Cornelius. Born September 12, 1931. Holm played priest Vito Cornelius at 66 age in The Fifth Element, and he has a prominent role throughout. He hatches the plan to get Lilu out to find the stones, which intersects with the president's scheme to use Corbin Dallas to the same end. When his time working on The Fifth Element came to an end, Holm appeared in dozens of high-profile films. Holm was cast to play Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This actor has married 4 times and has 5 children who he cares for deeply. Holm died in June 2020 at the age of 88. His health had been in decline since 2001 due to a bout with prostate cancer followed by a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. John Blithell as Professor Packley. Born August 12, 1929. Blithell was cast as Professor Packley at 68 age in The Fifth Element. He was nearing the end of his impressive 6-decade career. Like Luke Perry, Blithell's part is brief but memorable. He is best remembered for uttering "This is really amazing" at each discovery he makes before the Montashans surprise and kill him. Blithell died on November 15, 2018, at the age of 89. John Neville as General Stratard. Born May 2, 1925. Neville plays General Stratard at 72 age, the commander who first encounters the ultimate evil in space. He fires everything he can at it before succumbing to its influence, resulting in the destruction of his ship. Charlie Creed as David. His performance played as David, Vito's doting if occasionally clueless assistant, is far from central to the film's appeal. Most of you probably don't recognize Charlie Creed, Miles, even if you have seen The Fifth Element. He died November 19, 2011 at 86 age. Tricky as Right Arm. Born January 27, 1968. To film fans, Tricky is merely Zorg's right-hand man, even credited as Right Arm at 29 age. He's the right arm of Zorg, and he does everything the man asks of him. He fires 1 million cab drivers when only half are needed, and he attempts to board the yacht as Corbin Dallas but fails. This earns him an immediate termination from Zorg, who detonates a bomb, killing him. The Fifth Element is his only on-screen narrative role, though his scenes are few and far between. Tricky exudes more than enough personality and presence to have merited a few more random appearances on camera. Tricky continues to make music. Now he is 57 years old. Christopher Fairbank as Magdelberg. Born October 4, 1953. As soon as you see Christopher Fairbank as Scientist Magdelberg in The Fifth Element at 44 age, you may instinctually recognize his distinct facial features. Though his name may not ring a bell, Fairbank's memorable face has contributed to a long-standing career in character acting. He has appeared in a number of films and television shows. Now he is 73 years old. Milla Jovovich as Lilu. Born December 17, 1975. Milla Jovovich played the main character named Lilu at 22 age in the film. She plays the titular being, the Fifth Element, capable of defeating evil in its purest form. She's also the love interest of Corbin Dallas and an impressive fighter to boot. This actress has also pursued other interests like singing, modeling, and fashion design since the film's release. She has been married to Paul W. S. Anderson since 2009, and they now have 3 children together. Milla Jovovich headlined the Resident Evil franchise, Now she is 50 years old.